Знакомьтесь, Heshy Tischler, ваш надежный заступник, отстаивающий интересы Южного Бруклина, сердце 44-го округа. Он стоит на страже закона и порядка, оберегает религиозные свободы и неуступчиво противостоит антисемитизму. Heshy Tischler, ваш голос и защита. Он борется за безопасность, права и процветание вашего сообщества. Поддержите Heshy Tischler на выборах в городской совет. Жители Боро-Парк, Мидвуд, Грейвсенд и Флетбуш, примите правильное решение этого 7 ноября. Heshy Tischler, за солидарность и прогресс в 44-м округе.
So here's the man himself, Heshy Tischler. Ladies and gentlemen,
hello,
good evening,
how
Heshy.
are you, my friend? Thank you for inviting me back to your show. I thought you didn't like me the last time.
I don't like some people, but they stay away from my program. I don't invite them. I try not to invite people who I don't like.
No, only because I'm better looking.
Yes, I agree with you. Now, let me reciprocate and say a few words in Russian. Дорогие друзья, это последняя наша встреча перед завтрашним днем. Завтра выборы. Наша последняя встреча перед выборами с кандидатом Heshy Tischlerом, 44-й округ. Чтобы вы не путались, он республиканец по своей партийной принадлежности. Но идет он по линии независимых кандидатов. Он независимый. Он отстоит от этой колонки республиканцев. Найдите его имя, и он будет в колонке независимых. Почему? Потому что его оппонент, демократ, идет еще и по республиканской линии. Вот такая небольшая путаница у нас. Я надеюсь, что вы услышите меня сегодня, вы, бруклинцы, услышите меня сегодня, вы проголосуете за Heshy завтра на избирательном участке, и Heshy победит. Как вы видите сейчас, если вы не видели предыдущие два наших выпуска, это настоящий боец за все, что важно для всех нас. Так что прошу любить и жаловать. Heshy Tischler. So, Heshy, now that I prepared a few people who watch us, there will be more, but so let's go to the chase. And мы говорим по-английски, потому что Heshy не говорит по-русски. Он очень близко к сердцу принимает дела нашей общины, и многие из его избирателей в его округе говорят только по-русски. Но, друзья мои, я для этого здесь. Я соединяю этих людей, наших кандидатов, чтобы вы могли присмотреться, послушать то, что они говорят, послушать мои вопросы им, задать вопросы. Так что мы приступаем. So, Heshy, what's the situation on the ground? What's the word in the street?
Well, right now, early elections, which means nothing, they say that me and Kalman are neck and neck. Now, remember, he has the Democratic line. He stole the Republican line with some kind of a deal, and conservative line, which I don't really understand. And I have the independent line. Borough Park, Flatbush, and Midwood, and Brighton Beach, you know, everybody says there's Russians, there's blacks, there's Asians, there's this. I believe we're all Americans. We're all New Yorkers. And your job is forget where you come from. Of course, I'm going to take care of it. And of course, we always have to remember our heritage. But remember, we're citizens of this great city. We're New Yorkers. We're Brooklynites. You come out for me. Doesn't make a difference where you're coming from. You know, I was fighting, people say to me recently, what do you fight so hard for? What are you doing it one at a time? You know, I said, this is what I do. I care about my city. I fight for my people. You know, I was in the courts the other day, and one of the inspectors came over to me and started arguing with me. Heshy, you got to give us some. I said, give you what? Not even one. My job is to win all the violations. My job is to fight for all my people. My fight is for every ticket. I'm not giving you one. I know you'll give me some back. I don't deal like that. My job is to go out to win. My job is to go out to help people. I know I'm not going to win all the time, but I prepare myself. I prepared myself after learning the first election that I didn't know what I was doing. Second election, I was tricked. I came in prepared, and they still played me. They still played their dirty games, but I was ready. I'm here. I'm still standing on November 7th. What do I hear? I hear we're neck and neck. I hear my competitor is scared. I hear he's trying to take his big block of 7,000 voters and send them out. I'm not interested in his block. I'm interested in you, the people. You Russian voters. You Asian voters. You, my friends from the different communities. The people that I've helped. I didn't help one, Yuri. I've helped hundreds every week. I feed hundreds. I've served thousands in this community and across this city. What do I hear? People are telling me, well, Heshy, You're going to lose this time, but you'll be win next time. Next election, he's going to resign in the middle, and it'll be an open seat, and you're guaranteed to win it. Not interested. This is my time. I want to win. I feel I will win. Whether you think I'll win or not, whether the polls say I'm going to win, people are excited. My election is my community that knows the name. He might have 3 lines, Yuri, but there's only 2 names, Carmen Yeager, Heshy Tischler. Pick one. Pick the person you know. I have people calling me about bills of the city, telling me about parking. I said, I'm not the councilor. Yeah, but Heshy, we heard you've helped other people. I said, yeah, but I could do one at a time. You want me to do a mass transportation? You want me to do a mass new parking lot? Yes, I have ideas. I gave my 5-point planning. Yes, I opened up 2 real homeless shelters that take care of the people properly, not in apartment buildings where people live. Yes, I work with the sanitation. I scream and holler at them. Yes, I go to court and fight for them every single day. That's what I do. That's what I care about, Yuri. And this is what I understand, that it's all my people, that it's the whole city of New York that I care about. And of course, this is where we begin in Brooklyn, New York. And Yuri, I'm going to tell you one final thing. Not final, because I hope you don't throw me off yet.
Oh, everything begins tomorrow, Heshy, remember.
Everything begins tomorrow morning. You guys have to come out. People are saying this is not a big election. It is a midterm. Nobody's going to come, no mayor. It's going to be a small turnout when there should be 10,000 people coming minimum to vote. There's going to be only 1,400, 2,000. Unacceptable, people. You want to change, you complain. I'm not assemblyman, I'm not president, I'm not mayor, I'm not governor. Here it is. This is your city. This is where I can make the change, where we have issues, that we can have budget for our special needs children, vouchers, medical attention better, making sure that our homes are not taxed to the hilt, making sure those cameras don't fine us every 7 minutes, making sure they don't take away our driver's license because those red light cameras stop people from reporting us on the street, changing the 311 idea, changing the idea of congestion pricing, changing ideas.
We had a conversation today. I have to interrupt. We had a conversation today about this congestion pricing. What do you think? What's this? New York is going to pay for this congestion pricing ultimately twice. Those who go, they pay with their taxes later on, and those who not use the car, there's a lot of people who are proud not to own the car. They will still pay for the city to
But Yuri, that's okay. Yuri, that's okay. Screw us. But here's my problem. Now that you're screwing me and you're stealing all this money from me, the money doesn't come to the city. 50% goes to the Port Authority. Another 20% goes to the contractors. So again, you're paying money to not to the city. The city doesn't get most of the funding. It's not fair. The red tape in this city to do anything is atrocious. Atrocious. Just try to go to a government agency. Try to lower your taxes, even if you're entitled to it. Try that they accuse you of doing something wrong and fighting it. You give up. You can't go to court for garbage tickets. You can't go to court for house tickets. I have a guy today, they just gave up. And he came to me. I told him it's going to cost you $30,000 to dig out of this hole. I have another guy whose child is in school, and they won't give her the paperwork till she files reports on why her grades are so low, and she came to me to fight and scream for it. The paperwork, the red tape in every agency has to be changed. When I get into city council, I'm going to sit on the ethics committee. I'm going to sit on the committee for Department of Buildings, Department of Sanitation, Department of Traffic, Department of Finance. I'm going to make sure that these people are not going to just keep implementing new stupid legislation and laws to torture us. I'm going to be able to let you that if you don't have rent money, instead of sitting 6 months or 8 months and getting evicted, that you're able to apply that for all the funding that's there to help you with your rent, to help you with your one-shot deals, to help you with your programs, to force HRA not to take 6 months to help send a social worker over before you drop dead in your house, to help you with your mother, to help you with your special needs kids, to investigate where all that money is going. And that's what I'm going to do. Yes, I want 51 members, but I can bring 10, 15 people on board and speak to them. I can make them think like me. Hey, we have enough people. We can make the changes. We can fight it to higher up. Now, if I can't accomplish what I promised to accomplish in 2 years, don't vote for me again. It's only a 2-year term. I want 2 years. I cannot do it. I can do it. I know I can do it. I've done it for 40 years. Give me the shot. But when they elect this other guy and he doesn't do, what are we going to say? Oh, you made your own bed. That's what a lot of people, they send me messages like you, Yuri. When we're on the show, they send me messages. New York deserves it. You did it to yourself. What am I going to say? You did it to yourself? I'm not going to say that. I'm going to keep fighting. But it's going to be a shame that we did it to ourselves. Here is your opportunity, Brooklynites. Here's your opportunity, New Yorkers. Come out for me. I raised the money. I'm not asking you for the money. I could use volunteers tomorrow at 5318 16th Avenue, but we can't let them do it to us. Here's an opportunity of a man that was in power for 6 years. He worked for another guy for 4 years. He promised us for 10 years he wouldn't let transgender and sex education in our schools. Now I find out that he voted for a bill for intersex and transgender. What the hell? Are you crazy? And you hid that from us? Stop it. He lies, and everything I say, Yuri, I'm crazy. Let's just say I'm crazy. Here's my biggest problem of them all, Yuri, and this is what bothers me. During COVID, when they locked us all down, I went out and fought the administration. I got arrested, as you know, and I opened up the park single-handedly, no help. Councilmen, assemblymen, everybody told me to drop dead. After 5 parks, they showed up and they came. And one of the parks, I cut the locks with my bolt cutter, and they asked to do the picture, so they brought their locksmith, they put on another lock, and they cut it off. And he shows a picture now in his mailing how he, the assemblyman, and the state senator cut the lock, and they cut me out of the picture. They cut me out of the picture. Now, I'm the one everybody knows did it. I'm the one who got arrested for it, and they took credit for it. Now, I don't mind you took credit for it, but at least do something, which means if this guy is willing to lie about cutting open a lock for a park and take the credit, how many more lies will he give? How many more bull stories has he given you? How many nothing has he done? Call the councilman's office tomorrow, any day. After 85 calls, you're lucky if you get a return call. Not Heshy Tischler. Heshy Tischler returns his clients' calls, does constituent services even though I'm not elected, tries to guide the right people even if I can't help you the right way, and my record stands for itself. His last 6 years, 0. Heshy's last 6 years, I've helped thousands of people, fed thousands of people, raised money for thousands of people. Now, I have no history of sexual abuse, violence, even though they arrested me for the riot, bull story. I have no such track record, no rumors, not even rumors. It's interesting, no? My competitor, and I don't want to say anything bad, has these rumors about sexual history, has a gag order and is in court, has been divorced twice, which I have no problem people being divorced. It happens. Has a problem issue of not seeing his children for 15, 18 years, and then when the election time comes around, you bring the whole family around me. My family, I said, you don't have to come around me. Even though they come and they take pictures, I don't force them to come into the election. My wife does community service, has a life of her own, and her parents to take care of. My children have their wives and children to take care of. They don't have time to run around. We have to earn a living. I work a 10, 12-hour shift. I do a 3-hour volunteer shift in the morning. And at nighttime, besides my radio show, I have a soup kitchen. I have a youth center. I have people coming over. I have weddings, events like tonight. I went to one event. Now I'm headed to the city to pro-Palestinian rally. I go to weddings. I'm invited to singles events. Heshy, you go to a singles event as a married man? Yes. I go as a speaker. I speak to them. I give them confidence. I tell them to change their opinions. And this is what I do. I go to funerals. Oh, Heshy, you only go because you're a politician. I've been doing it for 30 years. I've been bringing food to people's houses that Linda prepares when somebody dies in the family and brings them a small plate of, like chicken cutlets or
Heshy, come back. He'll be back. Here he is.
I don't know what happened, Yuri. What happened?
No?
Yuri, am I still here?
I'm here. I was with people all the time, so I covered for you.
It could be the bombs coming over from the Hamas, you know what I mean, knocking us out.
Not yet.
People say to me, Heshy, what's your Israel issue? I love Israel. I have family there in the hundreds. I love my Jewish fellow brothers and sisters, but I'm an American. My problems are here. I can't get a gun. I'm not going to fight the Hamas. I can't do anything there. I'll fly there. I'll serve food. I'll do whatever I can. Right now, my issues are in this country. Right now, my issues are here to help the people of my city. My issues are to defend my city from tyrants and from tyranny and from bullies. And when a bully wants to fight, I'm the bully that will fight back.
Heshy, when Donald Trump was president, a lot of people mentioned the quote that they said comes from Thomas Jefferson, but actually he never said it. A lot of other people said it, up to, I don't know, Henry David Thoreau, a famous American writer of 18th century, probably. But the words go like this: when injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. Those words.
I love it. You know, I agree in the law, but you're right. You resist in a proper way. But in today's society, with the new laws today, you know, the city council has a group of lawyers that when they create legislation which is illegal, they find a way to go around the Constitution. That's wrong. The assembly has their own group of lawyers. The state senator has a group of lawyers to create legislation against the Constitution, even if we resist the law, like those stupid illegal mandates the governor did during COVID. We fought them. We went to court. We won the battle. And then the mayor and governor created new ways, beat their lawyers. They know how to beat us. We have to have somebody inside that will say, no, 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 no. This won't happen to my people. I don't care what the lawyers say, even if it's legit in your little fake way with interstate and all that. I am not going to allow it. I'm going to get up and scream. I'm going to filibuster. Right now, we have enough laws on the books, enough legislation, enough problems in this city that we should work with these older issues. Don't start creating new laws and new issues and new congestion pricing and transgender teachings and so on. Build that tunnel from Jersey to New York so it can make better driving to our cities. Fix our trains. Get the rats off the street. Don't tell me to put a cover on my garbage can. You know what the problem is? You cut sanitation down by at least once a week. So of course that the garbage is going to be on the streets.
Sure.
Of course, when you take away a sanitation truck once a week, picking up garbage in the schools and people put it out there. You see, somebody just screamed. But my point is this is my point. Don't take away the services because you want it for something stupid, because you want more inspectors to bill and fine us. We need the services. We need you to worry about what is in existence already, not to create more issues. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to fight, and that's how I'm going to fight. And I want you to know something. I believe in the city. I believe in its people. And I believe in this country. You know, during COVID, when the hospitals took us in and they didn't give us medicine and just gave us ventilators and made the people suffer, I watched it. I fought them. I'm a volunteer and I still created a protest. They did something wrong. But the hospital nurses are delicious and the lawyers and the doctors, I got that. You didn't do your job right. One of my cousins, and I'm ashamed to tell you, he is in the nursing home business. Very wealthy. I'm talking hundreds of millions of dollars. And she got upset with me that I was going after the nursing homes. Heshy, you're a relative. You can't come after our businesses. And you know what I said? Let me tell you very simple. You have people dying there that you're mistreating. You have people that you don't care about. Well, Heshy, we're understaffed. I said, with all the money you make, you're understaffed? Make a little less money. This is COVID when you're making us donate. I was so angry with her. I said, I'm going to shut you down. She said, I'm your relative. I said, but you're doing the wrong thing. You're not caring about your fellow people. But Heshy, the laws, they're not letting us have visitors in. You know, there was one person, one nursing home that broke the law, said, I'm going to let people in. I'm going to treat them with all the special medicines. And I was so proud of him. He was ready to go to jail for us. That's what we have to do. And like you said with Thomas Jefferson, injustice has to be stopped. We need resistance. I am your final line of resistance. I'm here. I've shown you I've done it. I've put myself on the line not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 5 times. I've made my family serve this community. I'm willing to sit in jail. I'm willing to give up my funding. I'm willing not because of you people. Get it out of your head. Of course, I love it and I do it for the people. I'm going to tell you something, Yuri, that's going to embarrass you and a lot of your listeners. I believe in God. I'm sorry. I believe that I will stand before that holy
You
name.
have to be sorry.
No, but a lot of people talk to me atheist, and you have no right to bring God into politics.
Don't talk to them.
In 1962, we put "In God We Trust" on our monies and the signs behind our courts. I believe that I will stand before that holy maker, and he's going to come over to me. He's going to say, "Heshy, what did you do? You made money? You took care of your family? Oh, so nice of you. You helped a couple of people?" No, I went and fought for the people. I put myself on the line. The soul, the body you gave me, I did it to serve you, God, and my fellow man, and my brothers and sisters. So yes, I want to get into heaven. I believe in heaven. I believe in my maker. I believe that I will have to answer. There's no nothing. There's no Big Bang Theory. You can believe whatever you want, but I believe what I want, and that's why I do it. So if you want to know why I do this, because I know I'm going to answer not only to you people, but I'm going to answer to a higher power. And I've lived my life in the last 47 years since my father died. In that, people see me in school. I have a big November the 12th. We have like a reunion. I don't know, 40-something years or something. And people were seeing me now. The rabbi invited me to come speak. And I said, I'm just a regular student. I'm nobody special. He says, no, Heshy. In the 40 years, you've never changed. You're still the same guy. And I said, but Rabbi, you used to make fun of me. He said, I was proud of you. He said, of course we gave you a hard time. He says, you fought us. You've never changed and you've stuck to the same idealisms. I said, I can't believe it. He says, we didn't think you'd even stay married for more than 6 weeks or 6 months. He says, I'm proud of that, what you've accomplished, and I've been watching you. And when he told me that, I felt a little tingle and ego, because I don't like to have an ego. I have no ego. I know who I am. I'm a kid from the streets, from Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, that moved to Borough Park. I fought my way once, failed, came back, went to jail, came back, and I know what it is to walk around with holes in my shoes. I know what it is not to have earmuffs. And my mother went and bought me one of these Russian hats. I don't know if you remember, in the 70s. It's a fur hat with the ears that pop out. I was so embarrassed to wear it. You know what I mean? And because it was an old man's hat, not a young kid's hat. And that's what we had to do, because she got it for a cheaper price. And I remember when she made me our pants out of some kind of material she bought. I know what it is not to have $256 to pay your bill at the end of the week for the diapers. I know what it is to raise children. I know what it is to not have heat on in the house. So if you're going to tell me for a minute I'm not the kid, I'm not the guy, I know it all, Yuri. And I will continue to fight, whether you elect me, whether you don't elect me. I do want to be elected.
You made your choice.
I want to win, not only for you, for me, and for God.
Heshy, you're fantastic. I want to touch on one point, and I can say that I can exactly pin the time when the city started going circling the drain, when it all began. When Ocasio-Cortez, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, didn't let New York have Amazon in Astoria. This was so counterintuitive. It was so damaging. It was so, how would I say it, exemplary of the attitude of the powers. And people say, if they can't stop Amazon, these people, if they can stop 25,000 roughly jobs being created in the city, small businesses, rich and poor would benefit from it. Rich would rent apartments, build buildings for the employees, and
you hit it on the button, Yuri. Not that you hit it on the button, you nailed it. You know, I was one of the first criticisms of that I was fighting with, across to that idiot AOC. She's just a stupid idiot. Forget the $93 trillion we need for her green thing that's really zero effect to us. Like you said, 25,000 jobs, 25 billion in revenue for the city. Now, like you said, the apartments, the trickle-down effect, the other businesses, the additional monies that go around the whole city of New York. She tortured, and there was a depressed neighborhood that would have been made better. She tortured us. She took away the greatest thing. When I become city councilman, Yuri, I'm gonna go to Amazon. I'm gonna put my head between my legs and I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna say,
Tishy, come back. We need you here. Yes. Sound. Oh, good.
So Yuri, I'm going to go to Amazon. I'm going to bend over. I'm going to say, listen, I'm here. I'm on my knees. Give me a second chance. I'm gonna get you back here. Give me those jobs. Give me that money. AOC is only a stupid congresswoman. She's not a city. I'll give you city space. I'll give you city places. And I have my beautiful grandson over there. You got to show them on. My daughter-in-law won't let you see my grandson. She doesn't want him to be in the public's vision. He's going to be a star when
His
he
time
grows
will
up.
come. His time will come.
He's going to
Peace
come
in
to
the
Big
family.
H. He's going to call me Big
Peace
H.
in the family.
Say Big H here, Taylor. But I want you to know the economic disaster that she caused this city, the $20 billion that we just went over budget, we could have had back. Yuri, do you understand? You hit it. You stole from my city. You didn't screw the city. You stole. Yuri, I am. It bothers me because we could have. There are a lot of states like Alaska and stuff that give money back to its citizens. We don't give. We take. We raise. We punish. We fine, and then just to get your refund takes forever. I know where to begin. I don't know everything, but I know the main stuff where I want to start, where I can navigate, what divisions that I can start cutting and saving this city and recommending to the speaker, to my fellow people, where to cut $4 billion. Heshy, $4 billion is nothing. It's a start. Me and Linda, when we were putting money away for the house and the college education, the monies, me and Linda laughed. We used to put away $50, $100 in our shoebox. And when it got to like $1,000, we wrapped it up and hid it in her little fake safe, and slowly builds up. That's how you do it. You start. I don't go for the big jobs. I do the little things, and they build up, and you make it to the big time. And that's how you do it. Let me start with the $4 billion. Remember, your mayor, not mine, and his stupid wife stole $1.5 billion. I have to find to get it back. We're not getting back $1.5 billion. But if I can start slowly finding it here a little bit, there a little bit, I can get it back. I can bring it back to the mental health issues. I can bring it back to a normal homeless issue. I want to get those 60,000 people off the street and the 20,000 people. Forget the migrants right now. The city's paying for this new migrant place in Floyd Bennett Field I went to visit. They just made these unsanitary tents.
Did you go there? Did you actually go there?
Yeah.
I love this Floyd Bennett Field so much.
And they had 2 security guards there. I was talking to them. They only had 1 interview. They were smoking pot, and they got $23 an hour to watch an empty place now till the migrants get there. The migrants are not going to be able to shower properly, not be able to get rid of their waste. It's going to be food all over the floor. You're going to destroy the field, let alone you're going to spread disease all over the city. But you can't stop them. I could even find places for them. But right now, my issue is my homeless people that live in this city, my people that were evicted that are living on the streets, my Russians, my African Americans, my Latinos, my Muslim community, my people that have nowhere to go that I can come up with ideas. But you know what? Take people in. By the way, Yuri, that if you want to make money, Yuri, all you have to do is apply to this migrant program. And I know landlords that are not renting to Yuri and to me, but are renting to the migrants and are billing the city $100,000 a week. No, Yuri, not $100,000 a year, not a month, a week. $400,000 a month. These landlords for apartments that can barely get $20,000, $30,000 a year are now pulling in hundreds of thousands of dollars per apartment. And God forbid they put in 8 or 10 people like ghettos into apartments. They can make even more money, and they're doing that. You're screwing us. You're pissing away our money, and I understand they're here already. It's too late. Let's fix the problem. Stop them. Work with other people.
You stop them first, and then you check them, and then you deport those of them who needs to be deported, and you work with the rest to see how many of them would be left there, because they have 600,000 gotaways. 600,000 gotaways, over 500,000 people. And I must say, there is the city, we traded prosperity, 25,000 jobs with Amazon for 100,000 plus stories of broken lives, and God knows what instead of making
$25 billion plus, we're losing $20 billion. Oh God!
How can you justify it? How can you explain it to grown-up people?
Right.
grown
You
up.
can't, but the politicians know how to double talk you, and I don't double talk you, and they seem to. And you ever talk to my competitor, Kalman Yeager? He's wonderful. He talks so good that even I believe sometimes his lies. He's so good, and he just keeps talking, and nothing comes out of his mouth. But I actually believe what he's saying, but I don't know what he's saying. I just believe nothing, and that's the beauty of it. They're able to talk about nothing, and you're able to believe that he did something.
That's why, my friends, we need a change. We need.
I just got away from my other beautiful daughter-in-law. I am excited. I see both daughter-in-laws that I never could see in a lobby that I don't know where I am.
A family man, a busy man, a good-natured man who's ready to help, man who's ready to explain to you things that you may not know. Because you and I know how little some smart people know about the workings of the system, right? They know how to work hard. They
That's
know
right.
how to keep the family in
But
line.
don't forget, Yuri,
They don't know
tomorrow,
the details.
election day, Yuri, tomorrow, gotta come. All of you gotta come, especially the Russian people. Those people can make a big difference in this election. Those people are where I need it. You know, my competitor has a big block of votes, like I told you, and he's got that. There's nothing I could do about it. So I gotta give that to him. So he has a head start. Even though early elections were saying neck and neck, a couple of hundred people came out. I want the Russian community to come out in force. I want my Asian, whatever I have in my community, to come out in force. I have some other people that will come out. If I can come back stronger, bigger, better, I'm more powerful. I'm telling you that we could do it. I'm telling you we could win this. It's a possibility. Think for a moment that you put somebody in there that you never imagined in your life. That's you're right. They want to call me the Trump. I'm not Donald Trump. I wish I was Donald Trump. I wish I had his money. I wish I had his attitude. All you people are calling me Donald Trump. I am not. But just imagine if that's what you think I am, and I act like him a little bit, just a little bit, what I can change this city. That's my job. One of 51 members. One of 51 members. That now it's not a bunch of 1,000 people representing you. 51. Get another 10 or 15. That means I control 20 to 25% of the city council vote. Not me, you. Now, let's see what they do to us.
Listen, I want you to emulate Donald Trump in one thing, and maybe a little money on top of that.
I wish.
One thing is, the more he goes, the farther he goes, the bolder he gets, the more people are on his side. The more voters, future voters he gets, a lot of people see
They love
the
him.
light
They
with
love
his
him.
help.
Yuri, they love him, but I want them to vote for him. You know, people love me. They
That's
see me.
right. That's right.
They call me.
Let's try with Heshy. Let's try with Heshy. See
right.
how it goes. By Heshy's voters, we will know how Trump would be.
By the way, Yuri, just like Trump, they came after me on my taxes. I'm perfect since I'm 17. They got me for $2,500, which I don't even know how. Linda wrote the check. And another 1 year, they got me for like $5,400 that I miscalculated. It's impossible. But we paid the bill. That was it. And they audited me for 7 years, 8 years. They came after my campaign finance board. They came after me legally. The district attorney tried to arrest me for saying things in the street like Trump. Couldn't touch me. You know, I did my jail time. You know, recently my campaign manager, you know him, got very angry. He says, Heshy, some of our secrets are coming out to our competitor. I said, I don't know how. I'm very quiet. I have special rooms. And then he sent somebody in to check my place. They found some kind of a bug in the place. We don't think it was the competitor, maybe one of the newspapers trying to get stuff on us. But the point being is there's dirty politics out there. There are cheaters. There is voter fraud. I know for a fact there's voter fraud. But if you say something, all that's going to happen is they're going to sue you, they're going to stifle you and arrest you. I'm not scared. Mr. Trump is not scared. He's not going to do any jail time. He's 74, 75 years old. They'll just, what their whole objective is to make him so crazy that he'll give up. And I'm so proud of him. I've never given up. They've come after me. They've jailed me. They've robbed me. They've tricked me. I'm still here. And you know what? I'm going to be here. And I hope tomorrow, I know I'll win it. In my heart, I feel that I'm going to win it. But again, it's you people that make the decision, and I'm proud of all of you. And whatever decision you make, I'm in.
Дорогие друзья, я сделал все, что я мог, чтобы представить вам Хеши Тишлера, независимого кандидата, республиканца по партийной принадлежности, идущего от 44-го округа в Горсовет. Я очень прошу всех вас проанализировать то, что он рассказал о себе, Позвоните, знаете, где меня найти, если нужна какая-то информация из того, что вы не вполне поняли. Через несколько часов субтитры будут работать. Они некоторое время занимают у YouTube для того, чтобы они перевели это все в буквы, а потом буквы перевели на русский язык. Так что субтитры будут, вы знаете, как это включить, нажать квадратик, написано CC, потом выбрать перевод, выбрать русский язык, и у вас будет все точно, как это было сказано. Так что завтра с 5 часов я уже должен быть на посту, как и все, кто работает на избирательном участке. Имейте в виду, избирательные участки будут открыты до тех пор, пока люди будут приходить туда голосовать. Надо проголосовать абсолютно необходимо. Тренируйте голосовательный мускул. Он вам очень понадобится в 2024 году. Heshy, thank you so very much.
Yuri, thank you again. You are wonderful, and may God bless you. God bless this city, and God bless this great country.
God bless America.
Thank you. Bye.
Знакомьтесь, Хеши Тишлер, ваш надежный заступник, отстаивающий интересы Южного Бруклина, сердце 44-го округа. Он стоит на страже закона и порядка, оберегает религиозные свободы и неуступчиво противостоит антисемитизму. Хеши Тишлер – ваш голос и защита. Он борется за безопасность, права и процветание вашего сообщества. Поддержите Хеши Тишлера на выборах в городской совет. Жители Бора-Парк, Мидвуд, Грейвсенд и Флетбуш, примите правильное решение этого 7 ноября. Хеши Тишлер за солидарность и прогресс в 44-м округе.